Hello everybody, John and Lisa back here again today. We're out here on Sunday morning. It's a glorious Sunday morning. Not a cloud in the sky. And this is the time of day that I really love to get out. But I hope everybody out there has been doing well. It's been about 2 weeks since we've actually gotten to get out on our bikes. As some of you know, last weekend we did an ATV trip down to the Hatfield-McCoy trails in southern West Virginia. I went ahead and filmed that, or a portion of it anyway. Had no idea how the sound would come out if I talked or anything, so I didn't do much talking on it. But after looking back at the video, it looks like it actually didn't turn out too bad as far as being able to hear me on the camera. Hi. But I know that's not what most people are here to see. So I don't know if we'll video another trip like that again. We might might put it in a little ATV folder on our YouTube site just to have for us. But yeah, viewership was kind of low on that one. Of course, I did.
It's all right. Not a lot of people are four-wheel riders.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's okay. We had a great time last weekend. I actually put up a two-part video. And the first video, as soon as we got out on the trail, I mean, probably within the first 3 to 5 minutes of the first video, there was a UTV that had a bear on top of it where a guy had been hunting. He had some hunting hounds in the back. He had a cage on the back of his UTV. I guess it had a little dump bed on the back. And that's what I was kind of focused on, and I didn't even notice it was a bear until I got right next to it. I thought it was, I don't know what I thought it was, a blanket. Because it was black, it just kind of looked like a shadow at first. I looked over and saw it, and it about freaked me out. I didn't even notice it riding. Yeah. I didn't know that you could even hunt down on those trails. You would see no hunting signs every once in a while, but we passed 3 or 4 UTVs that had hunting dogs, you know, in cages on the back of them. So I guess you can in certain spots. I'm not sure how that works out because we were in McDowell County and they do not allow gun hunting in McDowell County. It's
so maybe they were bow hunting both seasons then, right?
Yeah, it's a bow hunting only county. And actually my brother goes down there and hunts deer every year. He just bow hunts. He doesn't hunt with a gun anymore, to my knowledge. Sometimes they go to Ohio and hunt up there, and I don't know if he uses a gun there or not. But anyway, yeah, we saw that big bear, and it kind of lets you know we're out in the wild. I mean,
so, just for what I told you guys that I did not see it, I was glad for the video footage of our ride, because I was so concentrated on the trail and the people around us that
yeah.
I didn't even pay any attention.
Yep, so again, this is Sunday morning. We've been super busy. One thing I did find out, it's a lot nicer to get out on bikes than it is an ATV. There's a lot less work involved. We had to find an extra trailer to fit her dad's side-by-side on and have enough room for our 3 other quads. And then we had to pull them. It was about 4 hours down to southern West Virginia from where we live, and unload them. And you know, we had a mishap loading the side-by-side, and it bent my ramps, and we had to finagle how to get that back up on a trailer. Good morning. And it was, you know, you're dealing with these big old machines. The side-by-side's about a ton. The quads are probably 600-700 pounds each. So, and then your gas and all that. With these bikes, you know, we just we throw them in our totes, throw them in the back of the truck, we're gone. We can be anywhere in a matter of, you know, minutes. So I'm glad that we're able to get back and get on our bikes.
And just ride from home this time.
Yep, ride from home. Lisa and her sister and the girls and Brooke and everybody are going to look for pumpkins today at the pumpkin patch.
Beautiful day to go do a little hay ride and see the foliage.
Yeah, you can see the leaves have really come down onto the trail. This is a paved trail, but you can't really tell because it's covered up right now. You know, the leaves right through here are mostly turning brown or yellow and falling. Not a lot of reds and oranges and things so far.
Yeah, we'll get out here in the fort and see if it's any different.
Yeah, we may have to go up on a mountain somewhere, whether it's Cooper's Rock or that other trail you're wanting to go up, that long hill trail.
Yeah, Route 7.
Yeah, up in some height, because down where we were, trees were already starting to turn, and there were a lot of reds and oranges.
Yeah.
A lot of colors. Maybe it had to do with the altitude. But we'll see. Okay. So again, we're kind of glad to be back. We wanted to catch up with everybody, and hopefully everybody out there is doing good.
Their e-bikes are going strong.
Yep. And you know, from time to time, you almost kind of get tired of the work involved in getting out and making videos. But I tell you, over the last 2 weeks, we've been getting a lot more subscribers. And I actually just read a comment this morning, a guy from Australia. He saw my original video, my first video where I'm all you know, kind of embarrassed to be in front of the camera and uncomfortable talking and all that. It's kind of funny looking back on it now, but it's my very first one, entitled something about electric bike for big guy or something like that. Something like that. I've got a red shirt on in the thumbnail. So he watched that, and he left me a comment. Hello. And I believe his name was Bob. Bob, if you're watching this video, thanks for commenting. You know, we get out here and make these videos, and we kind of share our thoughts and our ideas, what we're seeing as we're riding, and posting them locally. I forget that, you know, I get a guy commenting from Australia this morning, the other side of the world, and that is just crazy, because he told me he just got a hip replacement. How funny is that? I mean, not that he got a hip replacement, but that Lisa just went through the same thing. He keeps
watching, he'll figure that out. Yeah.
He saw my original video, and he told me that, you know, he sees a lot of these other channels where they talk analytics and battery life and this, that, and the other, and he just enjoyed hearing me talk about how I like the bike. You know, not so much about, oh, you can go 24.5 miles if you weigh, you know, 300 pounds or whatever. He just liked seeing somebody out there riding and telling their experience. So I let him know about Lisa's hip. Hopefully that'll help give him a little bit of a push and the confidence that he needs to get back out on his bike. He received his bike the day he got out of the hospital. So he hasn't been able to get on it yet, and he just started rehab, so he's got a few weeks yet. But I told him which video to look at. It's the one that Lisa comes back after 5 weeks of having her surgery, and maybe that can be an inspiration to him. But it just boggles my mind, and just that we can be inspirational at all to anybody that's looking into e-bikes, that may have some kind of a physical issue, that they shouldn't be scared. Go ahead, get the bike, and it'll work for you.
Yeah, talk to your doctor about doing it if you're concerned. But my surgeon was really grateful, and he said it could be one of the best, things that you can do. So.
Yeah. So, it really just, I sat there this morning reading that, and I know it sounds weird, but I kind of got a little bit emotional. I get comments and people saying, thank you so much for letting me know, I'm about your size. I was scared to invest in an e-bike, and thank you for, replying to my comment, all that type of stuff. It just, I don't know, it just makes me feel good, I guess.
So keep them coming.
Yeah, and we've had quite a few. I'd also like to thank all the new subscribers. Over the last couple of weeks, we haven't been able to upload a biking video, but people keep finding the videos and subscribing. I'd like to thank you guys for that.
Yeah, keep on watching. We're hoping to bring some more new trails to the videos.
Yeah, to the channel. We're up to about 550 or 560 subscribers. So it kind of makes me want to see if we can hit 1,000 by the end of the year. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be great. Yeah.
That'd be a big goal, I suppose. But
good goal to meet.
Yeah, and we will try our best to get out during the winter. I know people have asked, when will you stop riding the bikes for the year? I don't think we're going to stop. There may be days or maybe even a week that it's just too cold or too snowy, but our first opportunity, we'll get back out there and try it and see how they run in the cold, and possibly a little bit of how they run in the slickness. Who knows? But I don't know if Lisa would want to get out in too much slick, but still don't want her to do something where she might fall and damage her hip or something.
Right.
But I might do it. I don't know.
I just wanted to see what time it was since we're leaving here in a little bit.
Oh yeah, they have to meet up with their sisters and nieces and stuff and cousins to go out to the pumpkin farm.
It's only 10:30. We can run a little bit further.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We
You still have your light on.
I got my light on. It's nice to have another rider with you.
I didn't see it from behind.
Yeah. So most of you that have followed us for all these times probably know where we are. We're at Prickett's Fort. This is our local trail. It's the quickest and easiest one that we go on. We can just ride right out of our garage and be on this trail in just a couple minutes. So, whenever we don't have much time, this is the trail that we like to get out on and ride. I had to let that truck go past, and now Lisa's getting away from me. There's a couple people down here with some dogs.
Yeah, they're okay.
Okay. Sometimes dogs don't care for bikes going by.
Yeah, they have treats for them.
Yeah. Hello, how are you? But yeah, I mean, it's early this morning. It's
10:30.
hour 10. We were supposed to start getting colder here, but shoot, I mean, the days have been pretty warm this week. not as bad as, you know, some of the more southern states, but I mean, we've been up in the high 70s, around 80 a couple days, and it's been pretty warm. But yeah, I really love this trail.
Well, we can see the trees now, and everything looks more brownish green than it does yellowish red.
Yeah, let's stop up here at the end of this on this bench on the left.
Okay, on the right.
No, it's on the left, isn't it? Or anyway, right here, right where you are, I guess. Trying to see where I can. Well, this stuff is still kind of grown up. There's some canoers coming down the river.
Yeah.
I like this spot. It's kind of neat. There's actually a train trestle going across, and let me just take a quick stop here. One of my first videos that I ever did after that initial one where I was just doing a review for big folks, I came out on this trail, and this was one of the first places I stopped. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a couple kayaks coming down the river, and a boat coming down this way. Probably.
You're right in the middle of the trail, dear.
But anyway, yeah, this is kind of a cool spot. Underneath the bridge we just went is a little waterway, and it goes over here to a boat ramp that
Quick access to the Mon River.
yeah, we've actually come down here with our boat before, and you can put in right there. A little bit of a swampy area back here. But yeah, most of the trees here are kind of yellowish or brownish. They really haven't gotten to their peak color yet. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to get up on one of our mountainy trails when that starts happening. Okay, you're going to go a little bit more? So a new, semi-new e-bike YouTuber, Trey Fowlkes, he's down in the southern part of the state, West Virginia. He's in Charleston, I think, or in that area. He's been doing a lot of e-bike videos down the Outer Banks, Duck Island. That's one of our favorite places to go, actually. We haven't been down there since we've had these bikes. But
2020.
yeah, but that is last year, I guess, right before we got the bikes. But that would be a nice place to ride. They have sidewalks that go pretty much all the way up and down the Outer Banks for a lot of it. But he's recently been doing a couple videos down on my old stomping grounds. I grew up in a little town called Mount Hope, and it's right there with Oak Hill and Fayetteville. Fayetteville's where the New River Bridge is, New River Gorge Bridge. He just did a video down there at the New River, which is a place that I had thought about us going to. And he made a pretty nice video driving around down there underneath the bridge. I used to go there when I was a kid. And if we do that one day, I'll have to attach a picture to the video. I remember when they were building that bridge, and I think it was being built from, I think from 74 to 77. And my mom brought us out there as the bridge was about halfway across. Just crazy looking. I remember going across that huge gorge anyway, she took a picture of us. We're in elementary school or something like that, and we've got a picture of us while the bridge was being built. It's pretty funny. But I remember having to go across that gorge to go to my grandparents, which live up here in the northern part of the state, and it would take us about 11 hours. not really 11, but like 4 or 5. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 hours to get to my grandparents' house before that bridge, because it took about an hour to go down one side, across the river, and go back up the other side. Now it takes about 45 seconds, because it's just about a mile long. And you know, at the time, it was the longest single-span arch bridge in the world. It's gone down a couple steps. I think China has made a bridge bigger since then, but yeah, I remember looking up at that bridge, watching them build across that river, just thinking there is no way I would ride across that thing. But anyway, he did a good video on that bridge. He also did one down in Hawk's Nest. And I had a question for Trey, and I probably will put it on his video, but they have a tram that goes up a mountain that I've been on a few times when I was a kid, but he was saying it's shut down now. So I don't know if it's permanently shut down or if it's just temporary.
Probably during COVID.
Yeah. Are you ready to turn around?
Yeah, we went 5 miles. So 10 miles good today since I've got other plans.
Okay. So we're going to turn around so we can get back to the house, and Lisa can get back with her plans for the day. I guess my plans for the day is to cry a lot, because I'm going to try to watch the Steeler game. And they have been terrible the last few weekends. And for my good bud that's been on one of my videos, Stevie, I don't know if he'll be able to watch today. It sounded like he had some work to do, but you know, we usually talk after the games and discuss the game, but the last couple games, we really haven't even talked about it. It was so depressing. So, we'll see how that goes today.
You and Stevie will be crying together.
Yeah, I'll be shedding tears probably. Plus, my West Virginia Mountaineers college team got stomped yesterday by Baylor down there close to Saddle Tramps area. And that's unusual. You know, I think we usually beat Baylor, but they dominated us yesterday. So this has been a bad weekend for me.
For sports.
Yeah, for sports, for football, whatever. Tough weekend, so we'll see. Maybe Steelers will surprise me today. I think they're playing the Broncos.
Well, you still look up to WVU soccer, men's soccer, please, because they're doing well. I don't know if anybody watches them. They're ranked number 3 in the MAC.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
they're doing well and have a game today, and so I'll try to watch it later.
Yeah, the men's soccer team. I guess the women's are doing pretty good too, soccer.
Yeah.
I still don't know the rules very well for soccer, but it's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. Yeah.
I wish they could do that for more American sports, like not have any stops or commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Soccer's just constant. I don't know how in the world they do that.
No timeout breaks, yeah.
Yeah. But,
That's why those guys are so fit, and girls.
So, yeah, we're gonna, I hope in the next couple days, at least by next weekend, or this coming weekend, these trees will start getting some color to them, so that we can get out and get some of that on video.
Some places in West Virginia go straight to brown to falling off leaves.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to go to other areas to see the bright colors. So,
Yeah, and a lot of times that has to do with how much rain and water that they have. I can't remember I mean, we've had quite a bit of rain.
Yeah.
So maybe not having as much rain is what maybe brings out the color. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
But we've had so much color, I mean so much rain that it's like they're
Might have
just...
made them more brown than anything.
Yeah, and then they just fall off. Hey, again.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, people are starting to pile in here now. A bunch of bikes up by that tree. Yeah, this is a big place for people to come and walk. Just a really nice area.
Yeah, just watch up here. Walk, ride, whatever. Church going people.
Little church up on the hill there. Viola Church. I know we've talked about getting hands falling asleep, getting numb, getting tingly. You know, we've been talking about all these riding positions. You know, raise your seat, lower your seat, get swept back handlebars, get wider handlebars, wear biking gloves, which do help a little bit. One thing that we noticed this past weekend while we were doing our ATV rides was I guess neither of us have had such a case of tingly numb hands ever. And I'm assuming it had to do with the vibration through the handlebars. But I'm talking about it was so bad that even that night when we went to bed, my hands would tingle when I would lay down, and I had to get up. It felt like my fingers were being stabbed by knives and stuff, and I hardly slept the night after. And here we are almost a week out of it, and still having that issue. And I never really had an issue of my arms or my hands and fingers being numb, you know, days after we rode. Usually once you get the numbness out, it's gone on a bike. But boy, on that ATV, it's hung with me for almost a week now. So, and that's a much different seating position than these bikes.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think that the sitting position doesn't have as much to do with it as maybe the vibration in the handlebars have something to do with it.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't feel much vibration in these.
I don't either.
It might just be how we grip.
Maybe.
We need to just be more relaxed with our arms.
Maybe, because I do know that, I mean, you're holding on for dear life on those ATVs sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's just that constant, you know, like you're almost trying to break a walnut in your fist, just for hours at a time.
Yeah.
Might have something to do with it. Maybe it irritates your nerves or something. I don't know. Hello. So I don't know. Maybe just release your fingers and
Just try to relax as much as you can.
don't grip so hard. Yeah. Because I really haven't had an issue with my fingers getting numb on the bike so far.
Yeah, good.
Too much. So I don't know, maybe there's something to getting those new grips that are like spongy.
Yeah.
These are a hard rubber. There's really no give to these grips at all. I have seen people that get those real spongy circular ones that you see on BMX bikes. They'll slide on here. Maybe those will help. I don't know. May have to try it. But I just kind of like these grips because of this little piece here that you can kind of lay your palm on flat.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of like just being able to lay my palm on it, yeah.
And you said you're not having the numbness right now of your arm?
Well, here and there, the very tips, I can feel a little bit of numbness here and there. But it's not my whole hand being asleep like it was on the ATVs.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I guess, you know, when you get up in age, just be aware that your fingers may get tingly riding the bikes. Maybe just try not to grip so hard might help, or get a softer grip maybe and put on. I know there's a lot of videos out there of people putting new grips on their handlebars, but you know, there's a lot of things I'd like to do to this bike. New gear cartridge, freewheel, whatever you want to call it, hydraulic brakes. All that stuff costs money and time to do it, which, you know, at times...
They're perfect the way they are, but go ahead.
Yeah, at times you just don't have the time to get out and do these things. You know, with the days getting shorter, our daughter Brooke, she's either having soccer practice until 5 o'clock. You pick her up, by the time you get home, it's starting to get cold and dark. Or yeah, volleyball, she'll kill me. We keep calling it soccer. Not used to the volleyball term yet. But if she's not having a practice, then she's having a game at 6, and you know, we can't get out, so it kind of makes it tough a little bit.
Yeah, so we apologize, but the end of October here, the volleyball ceases, so maybe we'll even get her out here again, who knows.
You know, one thing I'm noticing, we haven't been on these bikes in a couple weeks, and I can tell. I mean, I'm kind of a little bit out of breath at this point. Because we haven't been out riding as often as we had been. With the rain and the trip last weekend and all that. And I'm kind of wanting to put it up into pedal assist 3 right now.
Just turn your gears down a little bit. What I did.
Okay.
Helps a little bit. I told you I wanted to stay in 1, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But going back is uphill though. I'm okay with it.
You know, in our last video, we went through a great big long tunnel with no lights. It was basically pitch dark in there. And about all I could see was a little spot in front of my front tire that our headlight would light up. But we're getting ready to come to our hometown tunnel, and it's got lights all the way through it, so it's a lot nicer.
It's really nice.
Plus it's paved. That other one had big old rocks, and it was tough pedaling.
Rock.
Yeah, it was real tough going through there. Lisa wanted to get off and push in the scary tunnel, and
I was afraid I was gonna fall.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that.
I'm like, I just want to get through here as quick as possible.
Then I got the gumption back up to do her again.
Yeah. But this is about one of the nicest tunnels that we've been through on all these trails.
It's so funny because we've rode this trail, you know, a good bit, and we can smell when you're coming up to a tunnel, because it has like an older smell.
And you can also feel it. You can almost feel air conditioning hitting you.
Yeah.
Like several hundred yards away before you even see the tunnel, you can almost feel a cooler air coming in.
Yeah, it feels air conditioning.
Because it's got to be 10 to 20 degrees cooler in here than it is outside.
Yeah. Especially on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Today it just feels great because I was breaking sweat. It's good.
Yeah. But I always used to think this tunnel was kind of dingy riding through, but man, this is Times Square compared to that last one we went through.
Yeah. It does look pretty coming out of the tunnel, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, light, camera, action.
Hi. Now we're going to show you something something different, a difference between a 300-pound guy and a much smaller wife going up a big hill here in a second. Last time we went up, we put it in 5, pedaled our hearts out. The next thing I know, Lisa is zipping past me. So that kind of lets you know, if you're a normal sized person, you can go way better than I can on these hills. You ready?
Yep.
Go to 5. And gear up. Oops. Now see this? She's got way more pickup than I do. And just wait till we start going up this hill. Now, she'll start leaving me here in a second, as I have to gear down already. See, look at that. She's just blowing away from me.
Still going 16 miles an hour.
I'm going 13. So one thing about these videos, keep in mind, I'm a much larger than normal person. So all these hills that you see me going up especially, keep in mind, most of you aren't going to be near my weight. And look at Lisa, she's gone. I'm still going up the hill and she's on the flat already. And I'm out of breath. So that kind of gives you an idea of the difference that weight makes on these bikes. But as I started out, I just wanted to show that somebody my size can still make it up those hills. It's nice to have a reference of somebody, half my weight or whatever, how much easier it is to go up these hills. When you get lighter. I'm just going to stay in the street, just let the cars go past us. I'm going to take everybody's advice that keeps telling me to stay off the sidewalks.
We're going to have a bump here, though.
And I'll let you see what it's like here in West Virginia trying to stay in the street when these cars, like this car is almost stopped behind us because it doesn't know what to do. Now they turned off, but yeah, it's like we're aliens. Nobody knows how to handle bikes on the road. And that's what I keep trying to tell people. West Virginia, when it comes to ATV laws, biking laws, nobody pays attention to it. And it's,
We got another bike or another car back there, maybe.
yeah. West Virginia is just kind of laxed on that stuff. There's just so few people here. Even the big towns are small towns here.
Wow, that's a wild bike right there.
Yeah. trees or something. Oh, dead kitty cat in the road.
Oh, I know, but I didn't see it. I'm turning.
Okay. Now we'll go down by the Brooks Old Elementary School. And we're getting close to home. So, guess we'll make this the end of the video. Appreciate you guys riding with us and waiting for us to finally get to another biking video. But again, I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying your e-bikes and getting out and exercising before winter hits us. But until next time, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Lisa's giving a wave goodbye. God bless everybody out there. And hopefully we'll see you. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video.